we've added some new stuff. Make sure you refresh and your children's children. Gotta refresh this. Da, 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 da. TMCA. I don't know what's going on here. All right, fixed. If anybody donates where it goes da, 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 or you subscribe, you'll see different GIFs at the bottom. Karen just added those. So it'll be exciting if you do stuff. Although if you cheer, it's the same thing. The same deviled egg. Yeah. Yeah, now you can see the new sub thing. See, there you go. Thanks, here, Treo. That's me. Thanks, Grunjort. 200 centidues. Yeah, and if somebody donates money and it goes dun da da da, then you'll see some other new stuff. The cheer thing is the same. DMCA. Hey. Man, nobody that I follow is streaming. 0 people. Maybe I should follow more people. Yeah. Yeah, go Grungewort. It's very rare that somebody donates money. Usually it's Year Treo donating $99.99, and then that's it. But yeah, we have a lot of streams where it's $0. People like to cheer and sub more, which makes sense. Not sure why Twitch decided that when the trains are happening, that donations don't count for the train, but that subs and bits do. I guess for subs and bits, they get to steal some of the money. And for donations, Twitch doesn't steal any of it. Thanks, Drew8260. Hooray! You're the best. 5 subs. That's the most subs. And so forth. Should be a train, but it doesn't say. Oh, that's because it's probably covered up. What do you get when there's a train? Well, we get a conductor and, some tracks. Thanks, Fish Joke. You're no joke. Might be a fish. Ooh, food. Yeah, if you're a vegan and you want to eat sweets, Unreal's the best. This is actually the one Karen likes, but, I dropped it on the floor. It's a good thing the cleaning person came today, so the floor is clean. Also, it's wrapped up. Yeah, etc. How can an IM be 2,900 bullets? No comment. It's definitely not because 99% of the people who play on chess.com are cheating. That's for sure. So it's not that. And the other reason is, like I said, is the only reason. Yeah, bullet on the internet is different than bullet in real life. But, yeah. Generally, mouse skills are important and playing a lot. So forth. And so on. Well, you got to watch more streams. Yeah. Etc. Okay, let's, something. Play chess, I guess. Yeah. DMCA. Oh, yeah, my candy. You guys were complaining all the games were draws. Now you're complaining all the games are decisive. You guys are like to complain. Always complain. Well. Thanks, Grungewart. Oops. I almost played F6. So Karen remembered the rice, and she remembered the water, and she forgot to plug in the rice cooker. So that was funny. But then she plugged it in later, and it was delicious. No. Karen's a very good cook. And she told me, I said, is there rice? And she said, je regrette, mais je forget. But that was funny. DMCA. Hey. DMCA. Hey. Maybe he won't take back. Darn. I guess he did. Big money, no whammy, stop. $3. Thanks, Karen, badass. Yay. Karen showing you how that money, yeah, that's the new donation one. Go, Karen. DMCA. DMCA. Hey. Probably night takes wasn't good. Yeah, what are you going to do? It's hot today. TMCA. Yay, I've equalized the time. I'm down a pawn like Nepo, and Nepo's playing for the World Championship, so I must be good. As soon as I lose a bishop, then I'm really like Nepo. Luckily, I got 2 Perrier, 1 for each of you. So that's good. DMCA, hey. Go hype trains. Such great success. Hey. That was pretty good. Can't argue with that. Could argue a little. DMCA, hey. Hey. I have more time? Wow, that's pretty good for me. Man, he wants to take that, and then when I take back, play here. I would never see that. But I will see this. Gotta see something. Let's see if I take, he takes, I take. I'm up a rook. Probably good to be up a rook, I suppose. I ain't much for supposing, but I don't know. Up a rook seems all right. Even if he mates me, I'm still up a rook. So I'm not going to complain if he checkmates me. Because I am going to be up a rook. DMCA, hey, hey. Yay, thanks, Enzian Hero. Let's see, whose turn is it? Mine? DMCA, hey. Not only am I up a rook, but more importantly, I have the 2 bishops. That's much more important than being up a rook. DMCA, hey, hey. Let's see. 2 bishops, what else? 2 bishops, what else? Hey, hey. Da, 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 da. 2 bishops, what else? It's no fun to have 2 bishops, what else? Hey. Go, Ben. Hooray. 0 mistakes of what else? Bottom. He plays the Albin counter. That's what I used to play. It's gotta be bad if I used to do it. TMCA. Hey. Bum, bum. Go, Ben. It doesn't look like an Albin counter. It's a good thing I pinned my own knight. Man, this is my highest rating this stream. Oh, he unpinned my knight after I pinned it. I like that. Not sure why I like it. I just do. Should I take this first? No. Always play bishop f1? Yeah, that's better. If bishop f1's an option, I need to do it. In Soviet Russia, chess plays you. Hey, that pawn's hard to defend. Wah. I wish I could cry more. I want to play knight f3. Oh well. Truth hurts. Yeah, f4 was too soon. TMCA. Hey, I caught up on time. Hey. Ooh, Perrier. Some Perrier is gone. They wrote a song about this, Hall & Oates, about this Perrier. She's gone. I better get another Perrier. He put it in H, which is always a good idea. Can't argue with that. How do I defend this? Man, tough opponent. Yeah, maybe he won't see his bishops attacked. TMCA, hey, hey. I don't get it. Sacking a piece against me? What? A player of my caliber? Why do you sack a piece to play bishop h7? I guess he likes sacking a piece. Maybe he's like me. The more unsound, the better. This isn't as unsound as it should be. Pretty unsound. Let's see. I could take his rook. I could play knight e4. I'll play knight e4, I guess. Tough call. I don't like taking his rook because then he's sacking the exchange. We can't have that happen. Maybe he won't see knight takes queen. Dang. Now let's see. If I trade queens, then I might not lose because I'm up a piece. I mean, I might lose, but I might not. Man, he plays like Nepo. He sacrifices a piece, blunders a piece, and then, you know, and then I have my Magnus-like technique. I have my wallet with me with $100 bills and the, you know, Magnum, you know, for my Magnum dong. So yeah, I should be all set. Da, 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 da. It's always sunny in Benedelphia. DMCA. All right, maybe he won't take back. See? Ah, he took back. Darn. Let's see here. And then if I go here, the crowd will go wild. So I guess I'll go there. Threatening mate. Oh no, my knight. Etc. Probably this was better than here, here, if he goes there. That's not mate then. No, he checked me. Boo. TMCA. TMCA. Hey. Hey. Play king here and hang mate. That's funny. That wasn't funny at all. Now, I got two things attacking him. What else? Yeah, that's good. I like that. Falling on his sword. Hooray! Go Jan. Yeah, Jan made a couple of blunders. Yeah, this match had a few turning points. Turn, baby, turn. Yeah. Anyway, Jan has officially resigned the match. I'm sure you guys all heard that. So there's no more games. And then he signed a contract with the Detroit Lions. So he'll be playing for the Lions on Sunday. That's why he resigned the match. If he kept playing, he wouldn't be able to fly to the U.S. to play for the Lions. Yeah. Yeah, today was such a bad game for Jan. I'll never forget this date, December 7th. It'll live in infamy. Go Lions. Tough break. Yeah. Go Lions, whoever they are. That's funny. Hey, we're on Chess TV. The Falcons won? That doesn't sound like the Falcons. There's no way the Falcons won. Really? Who'd the Falcons beat? The Falcons never beat anybody. No, the Falcons got crushed by Tampa Bay. You kidding me? Let's see, will my chances be better to beat Carlson or to play for the Lions and we win a game? Man, harsh. All right. Now, even though the match is over, I will be doing commentary tomorrow with Spencer and Karen. DMCA. It's Spencer. When Tampa Bay was winning the Stanley Cup and the Pistons were winning the NBA championship, it was the same year, a few years ago, and the same guy owned both teams, and he was 1 billion years old, and he was flying back and forth to Detroit and Tampa. Pretty funny. R.I.P. whoever that guy was. Today on the news, I was watching, they had the people who were alive from Pearl Harbor. They went to old school, and they all stood up. I mean, they needed canes and people holding them, and I think there was a string attached to one of them. But there's 500-year-old people standing up next to each other. God damn. I mean, I couldn't do that, so, I mean, I can't stand up. Get up, stand up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's too bad that I wasn't there. If I was at the Pearl Harbor Memorial with the 100-year-old guys, I would have sneaked up on them and attacked. Yes, that would have shown them. Give them a little taste of history there. Oh, snap. And so on. Most people want to lose, but the Vikings did not want to lose. Best game of the championship was the 136 move game. That was super exciting. They almost had to stop the match at that point because it was too exciting. The only thing that matters is you guys complained ad nauseum when there were draws. Now that there's not draws, you're complaining ad nauseum. You guys are like, every game's a draw, they should quit chess. Then you're like, Magnus wins every game, Nepo should quit chess. Man, you guys are tough. If Nepo wins a game, you'll be like, Magnus was too overconfident, he should quit chess. You guys are good at one thing and one thing only, complaining. Although I was complaining before you guys were born, so. I don't know, here. Why am I always losing on time? Can I lose on the board? Dun, 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 dun. Yay, I have more time. I'm the best at something that's not chess. Big money, no whammy, stop. Karen donated again. $3. Yes, she's the only one who's doing it. That's why she loves me. She's the only one who donates. Let's see, I don't know. Put it in H. DMCA. Hey. He weakened the white squares. Now I will punish him. I'll send him to his room with no Perrier. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Da, 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 da. See, double pawns, take away from the center. I'm the best positional player. Man, my time situation's bad, and I should feel bad. DMCA, hey. All right, make sure all my pieces are terrible. I'm doing everything right. Give him a pass C pawn. Good, good. DMCA. Oh yeah, this pawn's indefensible. Inconceivable. Big money, no whammy, stop. Heinz Superman. Thank you. Oh no, he has perpetual. I missed that. How come the thing didn't happen for Heinz Superman? Terrible. DMCA. DMCA. Hey. Hey. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Knight H4. Something. Doesn't seem good. Knight F4. That doesn't seem good. Bishop E7. Alright. I guess it's Queen E7. I have 34 seconds. That's not good. Da, 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 da. It's no fun. DMCA. Hey. Hey. Go, Ben. Fight back. Get up. Stand up. Stand up for your rights. Don't give up the fight. There's good and there's not good. This position is not good. Dun, 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 dun. DMCA. DMCA. Hey. Hey. Go, Ben. I've almost caught up on time. Not quite, but almost. Oops, hung my bishop. Luckily, he didn't take it. Whoa, that wasn't a good move. Darn. Probably should have played a better move. No, DMCA. Let's see, who's this guy? 2586. Am I 2800 yet? Oh, I am. Cool. You guys can't see the ratings because they're really small, but it says 2800. Bum, bum, bum. Making it up as I go along. Knight G4 could be annoying. DMCA. Hey. Yay, 2800. Exactly. Ooh, Perrier. Still theory. It's my game with this guy. What? I have no move here? Darn. Okay, d4. And then if I take that, and then I take that, can he save his? Oh, he can play bishop takes. Then I sack this and take that, and then I play knight h5. And he can play rook e7. Now I'm going to sack a piece anyway, because if I don't sack a piece, I'm just getting crushed. This way he might blunder. I don't know. Probably not. Also, Nepo said sacking a piece is good, even if you don't see it. So, all right. Maybe I'll play rook a d1. And by maybe, I mean I will. I was looking at takes here, and then I gave up. Always give up. DMCA. Yeah, that's annoying also. Knight h3 check, Jesus. Yeah, this looks like I'm gonna lose my specialty. Always sack the exchange when your queen's trapped. DMCA. Hey. Go Ben. I'm down a rook, otherwise my game's fine. Just the down the rook part that's not good. Look, if I had a rook on a1 now, like just put a rook here, then I'd be doing great. That's all. It's okay that I'm down a rook. I have another one. No, it's too complicated. I need an adult. DMCA, hey, hey. DMCA. Always play bishop f1. Yeah, I'm up material. I was down a rook for nothing, and now I'm up material. Confusing the audience. DMCA. Go Ben. 17 seconds isn't great. It's okay, but it's not great. I win. A very suspicious game. Yeah, I played fast at the end. Not good, but fast. Hi, everybody. We're trying to get to 2,800. We're pretty close. But, you know, this is day 21. It might take another 40 days. What are you going to do? I probably should have lost that game after I was down a rook. It's Tani. I'm still higher rated than Tani. Nobody knows how. DMCA, hey. Hey. Go, Ben. Da, 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 da. See you, hey. Da, da, da. Thanks, Mark, and then 2357, etc. I can't farm Levy. I'm a vegan, so I wouldn't do that. Put it in H. It's no fun to put it in H. Hey, hey. Man, I want to sack everything, especially a Jawea. Go a Jawea. Sack it. Sack, sack, mate. Everything attacking the king. What else? And somehow I have more time. That's the part I don't understand. Never play F6. See, he didn't play F6. Good, good. DMCA. TMCA. Hey. Da, 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 da. And now God knows what it's like when I have a gun. Hey. Wonder if the engine move is bishop h2. Queen f6 is pretty good too. I like knight back. Yeah, what he did. And then queen there and knight h7 mate. First repeat, always repeat. And then mate him. So you repeat first. Da, 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 da. DMCA, hey. He said this was a mouse slip. I guess he meant to play A4. I was confused about A3, but a mouse slip, that's okay. Now I'm less confused. Man, I always have less time. Probably because I play more slowly than my opponents. That would explain it. 2 bishops. It's no fun to have the two. I mean, it's a lot of fun to have the 2 bishops. Hey. I don't know. E5 confusing the audience? I know I'm confused. Don't see a move like that every day. What? I thought Tanya was too young to know en passant. Darn. Terrible. I don't know. Here. TMCA. I want to play Rook F2. It's probably bad. It's definitely bad, but still I want to play it. Did I lose on time yet? Not yet. TMCA. Hey. Yeah, no time, no position. No time left for me. Yeah, there's good and there's not good. This position is not good. On the other hand, maybe it's not that bad. 39 seconds? What? I worked so hard and now I have to lose on time. Darn. Wow, you can do that? I guess he can. He did. Darn. TMCA. Hey. I tried so hard to get a winning position, and then when I did, my flag fell. Darn. Hooray! 0 mistakes, 0 blunders. I don't think so. Oh, I assumed he was going to play something else. But alright. I guess I'll take the endgame against the child. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, hey. Dun, dun. I don't like any move. Where's the any key? Man, tough decision. 95. Right. I guess we'll take that way. 95. So slow. My position's pretty good, but I'm slow. TMC. Hey. Dun, 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 dun. I guess I should have taken this instead of 94. Although 94 is winning, it's just not as winning as rook takes rook. And so on. Oh wait, I don't play that. I play bishop d7. Damn it. I don't know this. Oh well. All right, I'm 26-48. Hooray. Pretty good rating for me. Maybe he won't see it. Mm-hmm. TMCA. I always have less time. I wish I didn't. I mean, like occasionally, but not always. TMCA. Yay! Thanks, Fen Beingold. Thanks, the Bronze Miracle. That's right. I will cut my hair. Shame on you. And your haircut, too. I don't know, maybe I'll just move my queen. I ain't much for sposing, but I guess I will. Fen Beingold. Nepo agreed with everything you said. He said, I was better the whole game. Rawr, I'm mad. And then Magnus is like, I'm +3, bitch. I can't believe Magnus said that. Not very sporting at all. Okay. Stop the game. It's too exciting. Yeah, I've caught up on time. Queen d7, knight h6 resigns. Darn. That's unfortunate. Can I go here or do I resign? don't think I resigned. Hope not. Maybe I resign. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Yeah, I caught up on time again. Always retreat. I could take with the rook. I don't know. King F8. Don't really like that either. But alright. I guess losing on time is also bad. That took way too long on that. I think it was a good move, but I mean, it doesn't even matter if it's a good move. I need Tani to think 20 seconds here so I can catch up. DMCA. All right, I caught up. He did as I asked. Silly children not wanting to lose a piece for nothing. Terrible. Still playing slow. Well, never play F6. Darn. Yeah, I was just thinking every move there. That was terrible. I start to actually think about good moves instead of pre-moving. I wonder if that was a mouse slip. Probably. Probably meant to play D5. Yeah, he's not moving. He's probably typing slip. What's happening? Why was there such a long thing? What's going on? It's not a music stream, it's my stream, and it's for chess mainly, and jokes. If you want to listen to music, you can listen in your home if you have a home, if you have music. Unlikely. What's happening this game? What happened? That was weird. It's like he stopped playing and he wasn't playing right. Huh, it's weird. Weird. It's Tani. What happened, he said. I don't know. Yeah, you played a lot of bad moves and you lagged out. You. Da, 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 da. How? I'm not an internet guru, or am I? Dun, dun, DMCA. Hey. I almost took with the pawn. Could have been better. Probably was. DMCA. 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 Hey. Hey. Oh no, my knight. My C pawn's weak. Yay, I'm going to lose on time again. Hooray for Ben. 26-43. If I win this game, I'm 26-49. Can't have a better rating than that. I wanted to play here, but my rook's hanging. So I guess I shouldn't do that. Darn. Always retreat. I'm always down a lot of material. Recommended by Jan Nepomniachtchi. He said always be down a lot of material. And I was like, all right. Thanks, NJ Crispy. You're extra crispy. Hooray. Yeah, I'm not down on time yet. But give me like one move and then I'll take care of that. And then some. DMCA, hey. I'm still not down on time. This is crazy. At least I'm down 2 pawns. Got to be down something. What's happening here? I'm confused. Oh, he has this. Okay. That's why I was confused. Let's see. E5. And then Queen F3. Take there. Seems good. E5 is probably a good move. You believe Nepa will come back? You Trump voter? Oh, snap. Okay, so I go here, take there, and he checks me, and then he plays E6, and I play knight F6. That should win. I think. Am I missing something? Probably. Not sure what I'm missing, but something. You should play E5 and hope I don't see my queens attacked. All right, this is all I calculated. Then I calculated he'd resign. Yeah, that's good. I saw that he would do that. That's pretty good. I saw that he would try to trick me with the queen. All right, so let me try to explain that game to you. Okay, I'm dead lost, but I want to explain like why these moves were played. So if he takes my knight, I have rook check, and I take his queen. And then more complicated was in this position. Yeah, here he should just play queen d6, threatening queen takes e6 check, and then I'm just dead lost. Okay. I'm still dead lost here. And then he played e4, which is a mistake. And now the problem with e5, which prevents my queen from coming in, is it blocks his bishop. So after e5, I could play knight h5, and then f4 is hanging. He's probably still winning, but he doesn't want to block his bishop. So he played a very tricky move because I'm an old man. If I played here, he checks, and then he plays rook h7 check, and my knight's pinned. Then he mates me. Of course, he would mate me, but I would do this and then mate, because that's funnier to me. So then I played the brilliant e5, even if it's not brilliant, because now his bishop is dead, and he can't play e5 and stop mate, so I'm going to go here. And rook takes king here. He has nothing because his bishop is here. So I don't know what he should do here. He's probably lost unless the engine says he's not lost. Then he's not. But yeah, this is annoying. If he plays like rook here to like stop mate somehow, I could just take the bishop. So that's why he played here. And then, yeah, I didn't see anything for him here. And then I'm in check. And then here he was hoping I wouldn't see queen takes queen. He was hoping I would play queen here thinking it was mate. Then he takes and he's winning. But I expected e5, so yeah. All right. So that's what happened that game. The more you donate, the more money I have. All right, I'm 2649. 999. Let's see, I used to play this before Tani was born. And I played this, and then I don't remember anymore. DMCA. DMCA, hey. Da, da, da. I will reach 2800. It's just not clear, when. If it's going to be in a few days, a few weeks, or a few months. I'm not going to give up. It might take a few months. Truth hurts. Sometimes things take a few months. I was 2769 a week ago, so I was close. Then I lost all my games. Then I wasn't close after I lost all my games. Put it in H. Always put it in H. Once I get to 2800 blitz, then we'll do some kind of bullet thing. I don't know what, 2700, 2800. I'm not sure what my bullet rating is. It looks good until he stops all my threats, then I'm just lost. But before that, it looks good. See, look how scary it looks. Ooh. See, I'm pretending to threaten stuff. Not sure what I'm threatening, but, something. Maybe I'm threatening that. No, probably not. Probably taking wins and something. DMCA. Let's see, bishop takes, knight takes, and take this. All right. Also, if he takes is probably good for me. Unless it's not. Takes, knight takes. I'll just take it. Rook takes, bishop takes, d7 looks good. And then my bishop's attacked. So I go here, and then I take this with something. Not sure what. Knight takes. He can't play. Maybe knight takes. Maybe. Maybe. I was going to play queen takes, but maybe I've changed my mind and play more tactical moves so I can lose quicker. Usually when I play a tactical move, I just miss everything. And I could have played queen takes and been a pawn up in an ending. But, I thought knight takes was better. So I like the queen's on the board. My king's safe and his isn't. His king's sort of safe. But, I'm lining up my pieces to get harassed and such. So I might just have some winning move. But once he plays h6, g6 is weak. And he's, Tani's only like 10 or 11. So a move like that, which stops all the checks and defends this, is hard for him. because he's a kid. He wants to win my queen and win my knight, which makes sense. See, that's good because he's watching my stream. I wanted to give him a little pointer there. That was good. Let's see. H5, knight takes H5, GG. I guess I'll play here because it's probably good to have my knight defended. That way I can't lose my knight unless, I like Nepo, like Nepo, I like, hang my knight or something. Yeah. Let's see. What's the point of that? I don't know. No point. This is the last game he says he has to go. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Somehow I have more time than Tani. It's unusual. All right, if I win, I'll be 26.54, which is my highest in 2 days. Good, good. Ooh, queen here, always repeat. If I take this, he might get an attack, but as a grandmaster, I have to play that because I take all his pawns. I'm forced to. I don't want to like have him attack me, but it's like a GM requirement that if I could take all of his pawns, I do. Let's see, rook d6. That threatens more pawns, but I'll probably hang my rook. But it does threaten more pawns, so double up on the bubble up. I have 20 seconds more. Wow, that move is something. That move is he's just doing nothing. All right, that's good. All queen and a pawn if you do nothing. Good enough. Hooray! I even had more time at the end. 0 mistakes, 0 blunders, 0 missed wins. Yeah, I beat Tani 6-1. Although one of the games he like lagged out or something. Nepo's playing fine. The problem is, so most of the games are draws. The first game that he lost, he was better, worse, winning and losing in 136 moves in 7 hours and 45 minutes. That's not him playing bad. That's just a great game. Last 2 games in equal positions, he blundered a pawn, and the next game he blundered a piece. So he made 1 move blunders the last 2 games. But his general level of play, when he's not making a 1 move blunder, is just as good as Magnus's. Magnus doesn't make 1 move blunders very often or ever. It's not ever he does, but it's pretty rare. And Nepo's made 2 1-move blunders. He allowed queen a3 check, and he allowed c6. And if he had played other moves in those positions that were correct, he wouldn't have lost either game. So those games could have been drawn, but he made 1-move blunders, which I guess he does more than Magnus does. But the level of play without those 2 terrible moves, b5 and c5, have been great. It's funny that Magnus missed queen e1 this game. That's just what he said, because he played queen e1 the previous game. Although he was white. So his opponent was white and played queen e1. He missed it, but he played queen e1. Queen e1 with white isn't a move that you play every game. You can go tournaments without playing queen e1. It's weird to play queen d1 to e1. And it's also weird for the queen to be somewhere and go to e1 with white. It's weird. And he played queen e1 check in the Petrov, and then his opponent played queen e1. He's like, queen e1. So these things happen. Magnus said something very interesting. When you blunder, which in your mind means you missed it, he didn't see queen e1. So for him, that's a blunder. He said, if the position is good and your moves are okay, you can miss things because your position is good and it's okay. So if you're playing good chess, blundering's okay. Not blundering where like a Botez blunder where you hang your queen. He means you like your position, your opponent makes a move, and you're like, oh my God, I missed that move. And as long as the players don't tell you, you'll never know that. You'll just think they saw it and they played great. If Magnus didn't say, Magnus could have said, I knew Nepo had to play Queen E1, otherwise I'm winning, but I didn't think he would see it. But instead he said, man, Nepo played Queen E1, and I was like, God damn, I'm an idiot. He's like, yeah, but I'm okay anyway, I just didn't see it. So when the players tell the truth and tell you what they did and didn't see, sometimes when they didn't see, that makes them, look bad. Supposedly, most of the super GMs and better tell the truth. They see, but there's been stories about Alekine that, the game would end and he would say things like, I saw 15 moves ahead in this position, but I don't believe him. But, if you play a long combination that works, even if you sort of accidentally fall into it, you can just say you saw everything. Yeah, you can. What's the guy going to say? No, you didn't? So, yeah. The players miss stuff. But this match is over because Jan made 2 bad moves. And he's played hundreds and hundreds of moves. But he played b5, missing after queen a3, queen a7, his bishop was hanging. And he played c5, missing after c6, his bishop was trapped. Now, Jan did say something interesting, which I liked. He was asked, when did you realize c6 was going to win your piece? And he said, when he played it. So Jan never saw c6 coming. That's frustrating. So he was actually happy until c6 was played. He was like, la, 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 I'm Jan Nepomniachtchi. I can pronounce my name and you can't. La, 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 la. And then after c6, he went, no, why can't I play for the Lions? They won on Sunday. Ooh, unreal. Yeah. He can't come back? No. Ridiculous. Oh. Mm-hmm. It is a Twizzler. Yeah. No, but seriously, it's a Twix. They're all Twix. It was a setup. Mm-hmm. If I told you after the first 5 games of the match, which were all draws, Nepo would lose every game. He didn't lose every game. And the Lions would win, you would have bet against that. You would have said, where's my money I can lose? You could have parlayed that. You could have parlayed Nepo gets half out of 4 and the Lions win. You would have got good odds. Could retire. What was less likely? Somebody start a poll, because I actually don't know. The Lions won, or Nepo got half out of 4 after drawing 5 games? Ben farming little kids. Lions winning is much more likely than Nepo getting half out of 4. The Lions hadn't won a game in a calendar year. You're saying a team that doesn't win for 360 days is more likely to win than Nepo losing to Carlson? Yeah. No, the Lions could have 5-12 this year, but in the fourth quarter, with 5 minutes to go, they need another team to get in there. This game, they were winning the whole game. Then they tried to lose. And then Minnesota said, oh, yeah? Yeah, when you out-lose the Lions, that's notable. I mean, it's not easy to lose on purpose like the Lions do at the end. It's not done. It's ridiculous. Yeah, your 800,000 stuff is just, I've never been so mad. He's getting 800,000 because he's playing for the World Championship, because he's top 5 in the world and he won the candidates. And when you get 800,000 and you hire several coaches and you have airfares and hotels and food and taxes, it's better to win the match and get the more money But the more important thing than the more money is the more money later. So it's very likely, probably 90% or more, that when Jan loses this match, that's the end. This is the end. He's not going to play for the World Championship again. That's not going to happen. However, if he won the match, not only would he make more money here, which doesn't matter, now he plays another World Championship match. God damn. And his appearance fees and his prestige go up. So the 800,000 that's nothing. Yeah, terrible. After taxes, it would be better if he just declined the prize. Man, horrible. Does Russia have taxes? The truth hurts. Yeah, I mean, people like Karyakin and other super GMs that work for Nepo, they're not doing it for free. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think money is an issue for Nepo. I think he wanted to be the world champion. That's something that's hard for you guys to understand because you guys spend all your day thinking about money. But when you're a successful person and you already have money, then you think about being more successful. So if you watch Succession, for example, somebody like me, I'm like you and me, I'm like, if you're worth 100 million, 500 million, 1 billion, why do the people in Succession care about anything? And the only thing they care about is getting more power because they already have money. So like if Bloomberg wants to be the president, for example, you're like, well, he has $1 billion or $2 billion or $10 billion. Why does he want to be the president? The president gets paid nothing. And because he wants to be the president. It's not a money thing. Not everything is a money thing. Now it is to us because we don't have any money. But when you have 10 million, 100 million, $1 billion, you got to find something else to do. So for you guys like, oh, $800,000, that'd be good for you. But if Rex played in the World Championship and won $800,000, he literally wouldn't care. That means nothing to him. So for somebody like Magnus, 800,000 is like zero. Magnus wants to win the title. That's what Magnus wants. Now, Nigel Short, in 93, that was different because Nigel wasn't going to win the match. That wasn't going to happen. He's not going to beat Kasparov in a match. So he needed the most prize money possible because that was the end for him. So Nepo could have won this match. He was a big underdog, but I think Short had like no chances to beat Kasparov. So he's just like, well, how much money am I getting? Can I get, can I get a little more? Yeah. So that was different. But when you have a chance to win, like almost everybody does, then you want to win, so you keep being the world champion, prestige and more money, appearance, everything. So this is basically the end of Nepo's career as far as challenging for the world championship, being top 2-3 in the world, and making that kind of money. That's it. And that's important for some people, but probably for him, he just wanted to be world champion. When you're a grandmaster and then a super grandmaster, if applicable, you want to be the world champion. You guys can't be the world champion, so you're just like, oh well. But they're like, I could be the world champion. Caruana, Ding, Firouzja, Magnus, Anand, Kramnik, Karpov, Kasparov. All these people could be world champion, and some were. And the ones who weren't are like, darn. I mean, Fabi would be a lot happier if he had won that match. And the reason he would be happier, unlike other people, isn't for financial reasons. And it's not to be the world champion. That's not why Fabi wanted to win that match with Magnus. The reason Fabi wanted to win that match with Magnus is because, make sure you have a marker here. The reason he wanted to be world champion and win that match is if he was world champion, he wouldn't have to do commentary with Danny Rensch. Can you imagine your choices in life are you sit on a couch with Danny Rensch for hours every day and have to listen to him, or you're the world champion? God damn. That's much more important than like anything else you can think of. Terrible. Yeah. Yay, go hype train. That is a good reason, right? If I told you you have two choices in life, sit on a couch with Danny Wrench for hours or play for the world championship. If Fabi was playing Nepo, Fabi would be the favorite also. And he might win and continue being world champion. And the longer, like you don't see Magnus sitting on a couch with Danny Wrench. Now, do you? Right? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Right. Now, even though you're kidding about Hikaru, although you're not, but when I did Twitch Rivals, and we were talking where you guys couldn't hear us. Maybe you could hear us. I think you could hear us. I'm not sure. Yeah, you could. Maybe. I'm not sure. I think so. Phil asked me, I think it was Phil. It might have been Blade. I forgot which one it was. Said, look, we all want to know who's better, Magnus or Hikaru. Nobody wants to know that because everybody already knows that. Now, as I've said on other streams, in online, make sure it's online, Blitz, Bullet, and Rapid, it's close. Probably Magnus is better, but it's a big fight. You know, still I pick Magnus. But if it's slow chess, over the board chess, it's you know, it's not close. I mean, he's not top 50 in the world, Hikaru. Hikaru is much worse than Giri. If they played a slow match, nobody would bet on Hikaru. I mean, his fans would, but nobody else would. But yeah, when they play online, it doesn't matter if Giri's winning, losing, or drawing. As soon as he has less than 30 seconds, he falls apart. And I saw a game where Giri had a minute, and he thought like 50 seconds, till he had like 10 seconds. I mean, that's absurd. That's ridiculous. So yeah, Giri online Blitz is not good. But slow chess Giri's pretty good. Pretty good. This guy has the same rating I do. He's a GM. That's not good. Boo. Is this Golden again? Somebody. No. The game's too exciting. Stop. Well, now I'm out of ideas. How about here? Darn. Man, I'm playing like Peter Giannatos. That's probably not good. That's probably not how I should be playing. I don't know. Peter's better in the opening than I am. Maybe it is. I didn't even see I was getting an isolated pawn. I thought I was just trading everything. Man, I really like the two bishops, I guess. I didn't realize how much I liked the two bishops until I played knight d5. Then I realized it. He's like, bishop c7 has to be good, but I don't see why. But he still wants to play it. Close. Never play f6. Let's see. Here, I guess. Ain't much for supposing, but I suppose I'll go there. Then bishop c5. Am I hanging things? Probably. Could be. Should I go here? Yeah, I should go there. I don't like either move. Man, I don't like the way I'm playing badly. Plays rook knight a5. I'm not playing well. I think because my opponent's better than me. I hate when that happens. trade everything off. Avoid losing somehow. 2 bishops, what else? And some other jokes. Yay, I went from 1 isolated pawn to 2. I'm the best. Thanks, Shaquille O'Stand and Resignance Steinitz and whoever else did anything. That pawn's not easy to defend. I don't want to play here, but maybe I will. I just don't want to, but you know. I could play here and rook g6 check if I need a tempo. I can't play rook g6 check because his knight on e7 defends it. So I can't play rook g6. No, but I wanted to. Let's see. Can play rook d6 now, right? So I could take this, but that's worse anyway. Might as well keep the bishops. I didn't see rook here. Oh, this is attacked. I didn't see that. I did see it, then I forgot. All right, well, bishop a3. I don't want to go here. Darn. All right, I won't. I'd rather lose all my pieces and pawns than make a good move. I didn't see knight c1. Damn. No, he didn't see it either. Yeah. And the truth hurts. Draw. All right, just got outplayed the whole game. Darn. No, it's the same guy who's gonna outplay me. No. But I want to win. Go, Ben. You can do it. Yeah, I have more time. That's good. Interesting move. Stop the game, it's too exciting. I don't know whether to take, because I don't want to take, but I want to give him this. I don't want to give him the f2 pawn. Oh, he took that way. d4. I guess his king is safe, is his idea. I mean, I should be okay with him having these pieces not play. Should be. Wow. I think he doesn't see bishop here. Oh, I don't see that I'm getting mated. Ah, I knew one of us didn't see something. It was me. Okay, so this, oh, then he takes this. Man, this guy's good. He card read good. Can I go here? Guess I will. I don't know if I can, but I will. Since he obviously didn't see that. Okay, now I'm threatening this, or defending that. I almost know what the right word is, but not quite. Let's see. Bishop takes, pawn takes. I don't know if that's right. I just like taking rooks. Knight e6 or c6. Knight e6. I take this with check. So neither one. So here. And then I lose on time. Bishop a4. Yeah, all right. Looks good. Looks pretty good. All right, I have to avoid losing on time. I didn't see that. So I'll still go here. Damn, he's taking everything. It's unfortunate. "33 seconds, Jesus Christ. Playing bad and hanging everything. I was 2 winning. I had to start losing. It's hard for him to move here. Damn. Hooray, I won a game. Very suspicious. Go, Ben. Rook a4, what does he mean? That's how I play chess. Yay, thanks, Jim Stir, I think. Yeah. What you gonna do when I come for you? Bad rook, bad rook. He's choking on his own rage. I would be too. So I'm 26-54. If I win this game, I'm 26-62. That's better. Oh, I didn't see that was legal. Let's see, bishop h6. Takes, rook takes, bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes e7. Then what do I do? Oh, rook e8, trades. I mean, his rook's trapped by b4. Maybe e6. That makes sense. Yeah, then he can't take this e7 pawn when I do all my nonsense. So that's probably right. It did take me 20 seconds, and I'm going to lose on time. But it was worth it. Oh, wait, maybe it wasn't. Oh. Isn't his queen defending both of these? What's he doing? Oh, he's going to sack the exchange. All right, then. Somebody has to. I mean, he's acting like he didn't see it. But, I mean, he sacks the exchange. So, it's not good for him, but, you know. I was sacking the exchange before he was born. He's probably older than me. Yeah, have more time. There's good and there's not good. His position's not good. Yeah, knight e4 runs into that. Hey, it's like he read my mind. Can I stop knight e4? I guess not. All right, whatever. Knight e4 it is. Man, rook c2 is annoying. God damn. My position's better than I thought. Yeah, this bishop is shallow and pedantic. It's not aggressive. Wow, you can get away with that? Jesus. I guess so, because he did it. All right, we'll play f5, weakening e6. That's how I do it. Then I lose on time. And this is hard to lose. How am I going to lose this? Even I'm interested. I want to know how I'm going to lose. This will be great. It feels like I'm playing Nepo because I'm winning so easily. Okay, now e6 loses a rook. Oh, he didn't see queen c1. He only saw this. That's funny. Oh, he has bishop. No. Yeah, now he resigns. Yeah, he didn't see knight f3, I guess. I don't know. Not sure he didn't see. Yeah, as long as I don't take his queen, his rook is here. If I take his queen, his rook takes, and then I can't take his rook. Yay, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders. All right, 2662 people. If you can call yourselves people. Don't play b6. I hate that. Thank you. That I don't mind. Let's play this line. I've played both. I've played castles and bishop d2. I studied this before he was born. Am I supposed to take that? Am I supposed to castle? Castle. Yeah, I'm supposed to castle. I was analyzing this before all of you were born. Yay, 4,200 viewers. Hype train is close. Let's go, people. Let's get the hype train started. It says it's close. Okay, if I win, I'm 2669. And when I say if I win, I'm like already worse, but you know, I'm just letting you know. Let's get to 2,400 subs. Only 67 to go. Yeah, I studied this a million years ago. I don't remember. I've had this position like 4 times in tournament play, but not in the last 10 years or so. Yeah, that's what Korchnoi. This is a game Korchnoi played against Timon. Yeah. Yeah, he took, and then he played what? Queen here or queen here? I think he played queen here. But queen here makes more sense to me. Let's see. Thanks, JJ, and so forth. mainly, and so forth. I think this position's been played before. If not, pretty similar. Doesn't look like fun for him. Also, I have an extra 45 seconds. So that's good. No, he's going to mate me on the king side. I hate when they do that. Oh, h6? Okay, he's not. I thought that was his plan, but I guess not. Maybe this is better. Huh. Probably is. Not sure why exactly. It just is. Yay, I have a minute more. I don't care about the position. I do like my position, but I like the minute more better. Let's see, never play f3 comes to mind. Well, there was a free pawn there. Man, harsh. Or I could play knight e2 to f4, and then he mates me. Damn. I don't know. This is annoying. God, I took all my time advantage away. That was good. Not too good. I think my move's good, but was it worth 40 seconds? It's a hard move to find. Probably wasn't worth 40 seconds. Although I'm getting 20 seconds back, so that's good. Let's see. Rook takes. Then what? Rook takes. Pawn takes. I'm afraid I'm hanging something. Just don't know what. I don't know. I'm probably missing something. Not sure what it is. But I do like taking pawns. And now I'm going to go here, right? Oh, he has queen here then. Darn. Let's see. Rook here. I don't like that. All right, let's go back, I guess. That didn't work out. Oops. Oh, that's not good. Yes! Usually I just play slow and lose like he did, but I played fast and lost all my pieces and won. That's what I want to do, is win on time when I usually lose on time. All right, 2669. 999. Never play f6. And I never did. Yeah, I have more time. If I win, I'm 2676. That's the spirit. He wanted to play d4, but I have to defend my bishop. Then I can pretend I'm going to sacrifice too. Pretending's fun. Ooh, maybe I will. Take, take, take. What does he do? Oh, bishop d2? Oh, maybe. Bishop h4. I mean, I don't know. It's hard not to do it. It looks so good. I mean, I'm threatening knight f4 and he resigns. I can double rooks. I can play knight h4. I can play h5, h4. His rook on a1 is ridiculous. His bishop on c3 is ridiculous. I don't know. I have like long-term compensation as well as short-term. So he wants to play queen f1. Then I have no compensation. That sounds like me. Yeah, that's a good move. Let's see. Yeah, I still like this compensation. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that was legal. I thought he was going to play queen f1. All right, that shows you what I know. Let's see. Get the rook in there, I guess. Okay. If I get 6 pieces, then I should be good. Now, I only have 5 pieces. That's why if I get 6, I should be good. Wow, you can do that? Damn. I guess he can because he did. He's going to play queen f3. Huh. And I'm going to lose on time. All right. Guess I'll take with the... I don't know if I could take with the knight so I can play rook f8. I don't know. Take with the pawn, so I have the h... Ooh, I didn't see that. That looks horrible. So he wants to take this. All right. This has to be good for me. I'm not down material. Yeah, he didn't defend this right. Yeah, that's just winning. Go here. 92 takes. That doesn't work. Rook g3, that doesn't work. Darn. h5? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I mean, I have all my pieces attacking, and I'm not down material. So, and I have more time. It's nice to win a few games in a row. This will be my 4th win in a row against this guy if I win. He won the first game. That way I got his rating up a little, so when I beat him, I gained more. Maybe he's doing that to me. Damn. 4,000 viewers. Let's get a train going. Come on, people. Play faster. I have 25 seconds more. What? Let's see. Knight takes. I play knight takes, queen takes, rook takes, and he resigns. That variation I like. Also, queen takes, he resigns. He'll probably just resign here. What's better, queen takes or rook takes? Tough decision. Yay, 2676. Stop making fun of me. I'm not as bad as you think I am. I am bad, but I'm not as bad as you think I am. Like, when the streams start, they're like, road to 2,500. Come on. Although I have been 2,500 most of my streaming career. It's true. Yay, 2676. You take a break. Won 4 games in a row against a guy who's better than me. I gained like 50 points this stream. Yeah, exclaim progress, even though it does. Yeah, that's good. The chess center in Atlanta is steady. There's a Simpsons episode where Montgomery Burns asks Smithers, how's the stock market going? And they have a ticker. And Mr. Burns says, let me look at the old ticker. Okay, the last time we looked was 1920. Wait a minute. Why didn't you tell me about this stock market crash? And Smithers says, that was 25 years before I was born. And then he said, that's your excuse for everything. Then he said, let's talk about some of my stocks. How's Amalgamated Slave Holdings? And Smithers goes, steady. So when you said something, I thought of steady. The Chess Center, it's steady. Yeah, we closed the Chess Center. There is no more Chess Center. So it's steady. And this is why I'm in my basement. We brought all the streaming stuff for the basement. So closing the Chess Center won't affect our YouTube channels, and it won't affect our classes Wednesday, and it won't, well, it will because you can't show up, but you can go online. And it won't affect streaming. But if you want to come to our chess club and play chess, there is no chess club. Possibly somebody will take over the club and have a chess club there that's not our chess club. And if they do, they're probably going to run it differently. But we don't know yet. That's in the works. But anyway, the point is steady. Well, we did a lot of work at the center, and by we, I mean Karen. And now she's finishing up. There's still a lot of work for the center, even though we're closed. And then when we're closed, and we don't have anything to do with it anymore, then there'll be a lot less work. There's too much work for her. And then the overhead was a lot: employees, rent, utilities. It's hard to pay $20,000-$25,000 a month when you could not do that. And the things at the Chess Center that made money are YouTube and Twitch, and we're still YouTubing and Twitching. So we cut 95% of our expenses and 90% of the work for Karen, and we make more money. So that makes more sense to not have the Chess Center. We had it for over 4 years. We didn't open the Chess Center to make money. In fact, we lost money all the time because the Chess Center has a bank account, and then we would take money out of the bank account to pay ourselves, and we didn't do that. So our personal bank accounts never got any money from the Chess Center, so we never made any money ever. So now we'll make some money because we won't have to pay employees and overhead and rent. That was a lot of money. So yeah, still the Twitch and YouTube will be almost the same. Not quite, but almost. And, we don't have all those expenses and all that. You have to go to the Chess Center every day, twice a day, and deal with everything that you have to do with a business. And so forth. We wanted to have a Chess Center because it's nice to have a Chess Center. And we did. But it's not good financially. That's why nobody has a Chess Center. If it made money, people would have them. The only people that have them are huge businesses that use it as a tax write-off, like the Mechanics Institute, the Marshall Chess Club, St. Louis Chess Club. And Charlotte doesn't make money. So if Peter closes the Charlotte Chess Club, that would be less work for him and more money. But he's like us. He likes to have a chess club. So nice to have a chess club. People come to your chess club. We play chess. We like chess. We direct chess. We organize chess. We like chess. But, in Atlanta, you would expect with a metropolitan population of around 5 million, if people really like chess, they would come more often. But the number of members and the number of people who show up at tournaments wasn't improving. So they said they liked the Chess Center. Then on Twitch, you guys are like, oh, you closed the Chess Center. I was going to go there at some point. We've been open over 4 years. If you haven't come now, you're never going to come. Yeah. So people say they like a Chess Center. Then when they exist, people don't show up. So they like it in theory, but not in practice. So it's basically your fault. Carnobi. Now, thanks for the 3. Now, if you don't live in Atlanta and never come to the Chess Center, it doesn't really affect you, because the only reason you know who we are is because of Twitch and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, and that's not affected. You're still gonna. If you just thought the Chess Center was open, your life would be the same. You'd be like, why are they streaming from his basement? But okay. All right, 2676. Hooray, I should probably stop. But all right, time to lose some more. Man, I have a good position here. Damn, look at that position. The more you donate, the more. Is this Italy? Wow, Italy has a 2582. Good job. All right, I get 6 points if I win, and when I lose 10 points. That sounds like me. Let's see, what do I do here? I've played every move. C5 takes, A4 in here. I've played them all. What does the addition of these moves do? Oh, let's them go here. If you can call that a move. Seems okay. I got nothing against it. It's boring like me. Yay, I've equalized the time. Not my strong suit. Yeah, basically we had a chess club because we like the chess club, but you can't really have a business model like that. And you got to make money if you have a business. So now we just sell merch and do YouTube stuff and Twitch stuff and other stuff, and then we do make money. Hooray! Yeah, overhead kills you. Karen and I ran the chess center by ourselves for years, but you have to have employees, otherwise you're just working 24 hours a day. Appleside, Italy. Hooray! Does St. Louis and New York club make a profit? No, the St. Louis guy has a billionaire patron. They just pour 10, 20 million a year into it. So it's nice. The Marshall wants to make a profit. I don't know if it does. The Marshall Chess Club, unlike us, actually owns the building. I want to play knight here, but queen takes is annoying. Maybe it's not annoying. I don't know. The Marshall Chess Club, they own that building they're in, and there's other apartments there, and they charge rent. So the Marshall Chess Club doesn't pay rent, and people pay rent to them. So they're probably doing okay by owning that building. That building is worth a lot. It's a building in Lower Manhattan. I mean, so they're doing okay. They charge a lot more for membership than we do. They probably charge like $500 a year or more, and we were charging like $75 a year. You know, this is Atlanta. This isn't New York City. I thought he wouldn't do that because it's too dangerous, but I didn't see why it was too dangerous. And I still don't see why. So there you go. You could do that too. All right. Yeah, I was just dumb what I did. Wow, bishop takes. That doesn't look right. That looks terrible. Man, truth hurts. Oh, I thought I could take that. I thought I could play bishop takes. My bishop's here. Man, truth hurts. I mean, if I knew where the pieces were, he'd be in trouble. He wouldn't be in too much trouble. All right, so I'm down a pawn, and I'm ahead 15 seconds. Sounds like me. And I have no compensation. Keep feeling compensation. He'll probably kick me. I would kick me. He wants to kick me and then play e4. All right. Truth hurts. Now I can sack a piece because I blundered it. Good, good. Man, I have no compensation. Oh, well. Yeah, I didn't play well this game. Let's see here. If I could make 4 moves in a row, though, my game would be okay. Man, a piece down for no pawns. Harsh. But I have a passed pawn. He has doubled pawns. I have some more excuses, too. I'm just not sure what they are. Yay, thanks. Horsey goes L shapes. Let's see, how many did you give? 5 subs. Hooray. I missed a lot of people donating. I like to win games like this where I should resign because then my opponent gets furious. They can't believe they lost. So they're like, what? So that's more fun than winning a normal way. Let's see, if I attack his pawn, he might not see it. 2 pawns. Even I didn't see it. I was attacking 2 pawns. So I'm down a knight for no pawns. So call me Nepo. Ooh, I blundered in exchange. Excellent. That's not good. If I didn't blunder every move, it would be easier to win. Like, I'm still going to win, but it's tough now. I was down a rook another game earlier in this stream, and I won. So that's funny. Let's see. I have nothing to do here. All right. That's probably not a good move. But I'm down a rook, so I guess all moves are equally good. Man, harsh. He's got 26 seconds, so it's not over. If he doesn't mate me, I should be okay. If he does mate me, then I'm not okay. Yeah, that's annoying. Queen check and mate. Damn, I told him not to mate me. Darn. Okay, here. Let's try not to get mated. Ah, I got. Oh, I didn't get mated. I can go here. I thought I hung mate. Yes! Man, he had 0.5 seconds left. I saw the stalemate before it happened. I didn't realize he had 0.5 seconds left. So I thought I was going to lose. I lost 2 points. Okay, but he's really mad. I was like, yes, and he's like, no. Well, I gained 6 points, so I'm 2680 if I win this game. Man, 2 games where I'm down a rook, I drew one and I won the other. I probably lost some games where I was down a rook, but I don't remember those. Yay! Thanks for the Monet. Must be the money. Must be the money. Well, I played faster than somebody. I had 1.9 seconds and he had half a second. That's crazy. Go PogChamps. PogChamps is the best. I think PogChamps is sort of like watching Nepo play. Oh, snap. Gotcha, Nepo. Yeah, watching Nepo play today, this day will live in infamy. Terrible. Is my bishop better on a6 or g6? I guess g6. Especially if he has to play f3. Never play f3. Thanks, whatever just happened. Slippery and proud. Damn, I wanted to move my knight, but I can't. Always play f6. Because he played f3, so I have to show, some... I have more time. That's crazy. I never have more time. F5 take. It's probably bad for me. I do like the idea of f5 though. Lose on time is good. Always lose on time. Alright, I'll just play boring and try not to lose on time. Terrible. Thanks, Pleafers. You're the best. Go Hype Train. You can do it. We can get to level 5. All right, I caught up on time. Always catching up on time. It's better when I have an extra minute. Then I seem to do better. Oh, this pawn's attacked. Hey, hey, hey. All right, I don't know. B5 takes his knight, B7. All right, whatever. We'll do the best we can. Oh, this is defended. That was never defended. Damn, now I hung a piece. Hey, hey. Jesus. Good thing I'm not down a piece. Just lost. Oh my god, this C6 pawn is hanging. Jesus. What a blunder. Nobody can blunder like me. I'm the world champion of blundering. Oh my god. What a horrible position. Yeah, truth hurts. I have more time. Man, I shouldn't blunder every single move. That's bad. Three pawns down. What's else? Thanks, Purple Haze. Okay, so it's 30 seconds. Okay, so I didn't lose yet. Not yet. I can't really stop. Rook d5. So, oh, he just gave me the pawn. All right, that was weird. His technique's not the best. That was a good move. I'm in Zugzwang, darn. Nah, he's got too much time. Where's the same stalemate? Where's that? The same stalemate was there, but he had too much time. That was funny. It's the same stalemate. All right, 26-64. Fast and bad. Come on, e6. E6. Darn. Can't believe he didn't play e6. All right, got to prep theory pretty quickly. Go, Ben. Let's stay there. Yay! Thanks, Curious Chimpanzee. All right, so I'm 26-64. So if I win, I'm 26-70. That's how math works. All right, play fast, play fast, play fast. I would like to get to 2,700 this stream because things are going pretty well. I have a big plus score. Everybody's my own rating, etc. Mainly, etc. Always play king b1. And he's coming to get me. I've done some. I don't like his knight coming in. His king is too silly. My bishop sucks too. I have more time. Good, good. And my king is safe. No, I said my king was safe, and then you like started attacking it. Boo. Right. Well, I have a lot more time. Good. That's my favorite amount of time to have. Rook c4, not a good move. Very bad. Yay, 2670. Zero mistakes, zero blunders? That doesn't sound like me. I wonder if somebody else was playing on my account. All right, we're 30 points away from 2700, which is a lot better than when the stream started. Oh, Ben, you can do it. What you can do, I'm not sure. But something. Why didn't I take this pawn? Oh, yeah, because I lose a piece. I mean, I didn't see it, but that's good, I guess. Yeah, I can't play knight g5 now. Boo. I could play g5. Looks terrible. I could play h5. I don't know. All right, trade everything. It's my only hope. Maybe I should play knight d7. That makes sense. Yay, I tied up the time. How's everybody doing? Good? Good, good. 2670 is better than yesterday. Way better. God damn. It would be nice to end the stream around 2700. But sometimes when I try to do that, I go down a lot. That's what she said. Yeah, I have 20 seconds more. He's thinking forever for no reason. Sounds like me. Yeah, that's legal. Man, look at that big time advantage I have. Go Ben. I didn't see that. Damn it. So dumb. Jesus Christ. Queen takes f2 check is a funny move, but I'm still losing this. Damn it. God. All right. Jesus Christ. Okay, I have 25 seconds more. That's good. Well, actually, he can draw now. I thought I could play king f8 and try to win, but it doesn't matter. He can draw this way. Okay. Damn, I'm still losing. All right, let's get counterplay. Don't have any counterplay, but let's get some. Oh, I didn't see that. Darn. I forgot he had another passed pawn. I prefer not losing, but all right, got stalemate going. It's got 22 seconds. That's going to be tough. God, 26-60. Terrible. Yeah, I shouldn't lose to him like that. That's like my kind of position. All right, what else do I do here? I've played c5. I've played e3. What do I like? Oh, let's do c5. I haven't done that in a long time. Go, Ben. I don't like my position. I mean, this rook's bad, but everything else about his position is pretty good. I guess that's important somewhat. 92 or queen a4 or bishop f2. Well, I got to go here at some point. Like, I guess now. I could defend this pawn several ways, but I have to play knight e2. This looks the safest and the most passive. Oh, my queen has b5, a5. Queen here looks stupid. Maybe it's not. Nah, it is. All right, let's go here. Then at least I can go here later. Okay, now what do I do? Queen c3, I guess. Because I already can't trap his rook. I haven't lost on time yet, but I'm considering it. Yeah, knight here looks good. All right. If he plays here, I'll take like Nepo instead of b4. Oh, snap! Gotcha, Nepo. Again. Let's see. Take the knight or take on b6. I guess his knight's too good. I have to take it. All right, then I want to play bishop at e5, I guess. No, my time is bad. Boo! Why didn't you warn me? Play fast, not good. You can't play good anyway. So just do what you can do. I could play well, but not good. Okay, we'll go here, and then we'll take on c6, I guess. And then take on f6. Yeah, all right. I don't know. Lose on time. I should lose on time because you got to do what you're good at. If I go here, he goes here. Darn. All right. Guess we'll do something else then. Yeah, I have more time than him now. That's weird. By playing badly and forcing him to win, he's thinking about it. Yay. 0 mistakes, 0 blunders, 0 missed wins? I don't think so. Stupid computer. I know how badly I play. I don't care what the computer says. Okay, 2667. It's back in the normal realm of, something. I always play e5. Let's play e6. See if he likes that, which he will. Maybe I'll take with the bishop. Double question mark. Darn. I don't know. Guess here. Because I'm happy. No, 2,700. I lost all my viewers. Boo. D4. Played first by Magnus. God, I thought a long time for no reason. It's dumb. But I trapped. Oh, no, it's not. Jesus. I wasn't looking at e5. I was trying to save my bishop. Yeah, this position's bad. And I have less time. It's so bad, he might take forever trying to figure out how to win. Yes. I might have to play f6. I'm not going to, but I might have to. Let's see, f5, takes. Yeah, that looks right. If I do nothing, I'm just going to lose. So I got to do something. Play a faux aggressive move. It's like the Vietnamese dish, but it's not pho, or it's faux. Yay, my bishop's not trapped anymore. My knight's not trapped anymore. All I had to do was give up, get an isolated pawn. 95, take. All right, that's got to be better than the position I have now. Trade everything. Probably won't trade. Now I have more time. Damn, I knew he wouldn't trade. He's so mean. All right, can I play e5, e4? That would be nice if I could get e4 in. Then my pawn would be good instead of bad. I could have played knight d5 Hikaru style. Maybe that was better than rook f8. Not sure. e4 opens up his bishop. I don't know, maybe I should have just played knight d5. Let's see, e4, bishop f6 takes. And then if he doesn't, I'll play bishop e5. Okay. I think I can do it. Yeah, this isn't so bad. This isn't the worst position I've ever had. I've played a lot of chess. Yeah, I have more time still. Yeah, b5 weakened his c5 pawns. He has to babysit that. And then e3 is going to open up his king, so he probably has to play rook here, so he can't go down here. Then I have 25-second time advantage, which is nonsensical. All right, h5, I guess. Yeah, because I want my king to have left, and I want to tickle him later. What happened? Thanks. I can't read your name, but thanks for the sub. I could never read your name. Wow, he's 22 seconds, and I have a minute. And, like, my position's fine. My position's never fine. Wow. That's a crazy move. I like it. Wow, that is crazy. So he takes. I play queen h2 check, and he doesn't care. Yeah, I understand. Let's see. Guess I go here, and then if he plays g4 and I go f2 is hanging. He might care about f2. Yeah, and he has 10 seconds. Hooray, go Ben. Well, now this is hanging, and this hanging is bad. That's bad. Let's see, e3, I guess. And then if he takes, I can check and play rook f8 check. Yay, I won on time. 26-73. Not bad. Not good, but not bad. Yeah, my game was bad until it wasn't. I fought back well. No, 3,500 viewers. Where'd you all go? All right, somebody give 100 subs so this stream is worth it. Go, Ben. Let's go, Ben. Tomorrow, I'll be streaming the Nepo Carlsen game 11 or 10. 6, 3, 7. Game 10. And then Thursday's a rest day. So they're definitely going to play Wednesday and Friday. It's possible Friday's the last game. More likely Saturday. If I win this game, I'm done. That usually means I'm going to lose. What's this? Mongolia. This guy crushed me before. If I win, I'll be 26-81. That's good enough. Because, I don't do well, when I play chess. Chess is not my game. Maybe I should have a spelling contest. Should I play f5 or f6? I guess f5, then he'll think about whether he should take or not. So that's good. That gives him some options. That'll give me some extra time on the clock. Let's see, c4 and then c5 and bishop b7. Yeah, that looks good. Oh. Bishop here, nice bishop. Good for the long run. I'll take that. Nice bishop. All right, down a pawn, and I have two bishops in a nice position. And he has doubled horrible pawns. Let's see, queen here. He might not see his knights attacked. I might not see my d pawn is attacked. Yeah, queen takes d7. Bishop c8. Oh, queen c6. Damn. All right, I guess I'll play the normal move, hanging my a pawn. Damn. f4 lets him play knight e4, which I don't want to let him play. I don't know what to do. I guess I could lose on time. Okay, this is the right move. Then my pawn's defended, and I have a threat. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. Then if I play queen b7, I'm forking him here. Wow, that move almost loses immediately. Wow. Oh, he has knight here? Still almost loses immediately. Takes d7. He can't play that. All right. There, and then I go here. Okay. Never play f3. Man, I'm always trying to lose on time. This position's terrible, but I'm taking a lot of time trying to figure out why. Then I lose on time. My knight's hanging, so here I guess. Too slow, too old. Go, Ben. You can do it. Man, I'm so slow. Damn. Stop being slow. Horrible. Horrible. I didn't stop knight d4. Not saying I could, but it's horrible. Ah, that's even more horrible. Jesus. This guy always beats me. So I can take this way. I don't want to lose a pawn. No, I'm just losing on the board. I liked my position until I hung everything. Then I didn't like it as much. And it's still not that bad. E5 pawn's hanging. Mm, 34 seconds. Horrible. Yay. I get to stop streaming. 2681. I get a candy as a treat. All right, I'll see you guys in 7 hours and 40 minutes. We'll be doing live coverage of Game 10. And I gained a lot of rating points this stream. 3 mistakes, 5 blunders, 1 missed win. Yeah, he was really crushing me that game. Hooray. I started around 26:30, something like that. Thanks, Unrealized Reality and Grunge War and so forth. Lots of things on my phone. That's good trying to learn. Both of them are good. I'll read one of them. I will read the other one. Boats has Live LLC have issued a DMCA against Nepo for infringing on their unique style of chess. One of the memes he sent me was, it's a picture of Nepo. Man who thought he'd lost all hope loses last additional bit of hope he didn't even know he still had. Man, truth hurts. Man, lose it to Magnus. The sharks are after you. Teach him to lose. This guy's saying Hikaru's the best. Yeah. Truth hurts. Yeah, exactly. What you said. All right, thanks, everybody. I'll see you guys at 7 a.m. with Spencer and Karen. Let's raid. Let's see, you're the first choice. Oh, it's XQC. Oh, I could raid him. Except for one thing. All right. See you guys later. Go raid, etc. Is that him? Yeah. All right, bye, everybody. See you in a few hours.